What's your why?
My way is to help people,
Yeah.
and more specifically entrepreneur, which is what I identify with, and it's what fulfills me when I work with founders and have an impact on their lives. That's my why.
Thank you for answering that. What common business practices do you think overcomplicate them getting into the business and thriving in it?
Impatience.
Mm, please go further into that.
As entrepreneurs, we have a sense of urgency. We're action driven. We don't wait for things to happen, we make them happen. But urgency can be easily confused with impatience. Impatience is trying to get ahead of ourselves, go faster than we can, jump higher than we're capable of. And when you do those things, you can get hurt.
Yes, yes,
So it's a combination of urgency and patience. It's a long game. To be successful in life, it takes time. And if you want to rush that, you want to cut corners, you want to accelerate when you're not ready to, you could get into some real trouble. That's why so many businesses fail. I think 70% of businesses fail within 10 years. So you don't want to be that statistic.
yeah. And I tell you, with today and the way things are today, everyone seems to want a microwave business, right? Just pop it in there, put a couple of minutes on there, and then boom. But with that being said, Eric, I know I'm 46. With that being said, so I know about the years, but in 96 to 25, there's a big difference. And so most people and some people believe that entrepreneurship can happen overnight because you could get many followers and all these things. What
It does
difference?
happen. People go viral. I mean, there are people that win lotteries too, right? The probabilities are extremely low. I think you're more likely to be hit by thunder, by lightning, than to win the lottery. But there are people that win the lottery. There are people that go viral on the internet and grow their businesses very fast. But that is, in my experience, an anomaly. I think what I try to teach are principles, time tested principles. It has nothing to do with when, what, and how. These are principles that are time tested that can be applied to 1996, 1896, or 2025. The only thing that has changed today are the methods of delivering our messages, sometimes transaction with customers. What I teach people on the internet is you have to continue thinking you're a shopkeeper. You have to hug your customers, even if you're an online retailer. It doesn't matter if you're physical or virtual. Good customer service, wowing your customers, taking care, quality products, quality service. Those things are principles that never change.
Yes, and what I hear you also saying is relationship is important. Make keeping that connection with people rather than, like you said, whether it's face to face or online, you still want to be able to have that connection with people. And I realize that sometimes we get disconnected by thinking that being online doesn't have or create a good relationship when in fact it does.
It
As
could.
you help so many businesses fund their business and pretty much begin to fly, what's a surprising lesson you've seen that they've had when you're helping them, like an aha
I
moment?
mean, for them,
Yes, yes.
usually it's when I reframe a situation and their anxiety goes from 10 to 2 because they're looking at it completely different. We get stuck in our own mind. I had one time I had somebody wanting to raise $1 million. And when I asked them, why are you raising so much money? It was an aha moment. Like, oh, wow, that's a lot of pressure for me to go after all that capital. I only need a couple of $100,000, my anxiety just went down and I got clearer about my next steps.
Yeah, so giving them that clarity, and it's
Sometimes
interesting.
we are in our heads.
Yes.
As entrepreneurs, we don't have, advisors and people that can guide us. And we are in our heads. We have no one to talk to. We can't talk to our employees. We can't talk to our spouses. They don't really understand. So we think in a vacuum, and having someone that can coach us can be a huge, huge asset.
How long are you with the business once you begin helping them?
Till the end. Either they buy me out or we sell it to a third party or somehow we cash out.
Okay. I love that, because usually sometimes there's like this time frame. And as I keep hearing you, Eric, I think of you as a mentor. You know what I mean? Although
Absolutely.
you're helping with some very important areas, I think it's really awesome that you could be a mentor at the same time. Not to take up too much of your time, but I wanted to ask you, what tips do you have for entrepreneurs?
Well, I have so many tips. I published a book last year. You should pick it up. It's full of tips for entrepreneurs based on my journey. I would say enjoy the ride, man. Lower your stress. It doesn't matter if it takes you an extra year or two to get to where you want to go. That could be the difference between an enjoyable journey and a stressful journey. So enjoy the ride if you can. There's only one destination in this world. It's the bus terminal at the end. Everything else is a journey, whether you're successful or, not, or you sell your business or not. It's a continuous journey. Enjoy the ride.
Yes, enjoy the ride, which is a simple statement, but so hard to do. But again,
Very
for
hard to.
for those that are looking and seeking for strategies and investments, definitely, I think that you have this piece that a lot of people might be missing. Eric, do me a favor and share with the audience where they can contact you at, which is website.
Yeah, ericmalka.com or strategicbrandinvestments.com.
Okay. Any social media handles that they can just follow
Um,
you?
Eric on Instagram, or you can find me on LinkedIn,
Okay.
TikTok, all the usual suspects.
Thank you for being here today. I'm really happy that you tuned in to Vision Pros Live. I'm looking forward to seeing your reactions as these episodes continue to move forward. This is going to get more and more fun. We'll have more and more engagement as well. We'll invite people to participate in the show. And thank you for giving us your time and attention. Have an excellent time building out your vision and becoming a Vision Pro yourself.